Hello everybody, Sifd here again with another Soulstone Survivors run. And today I'll be doing a run with the Assassin, who gets one more dash, that's the main benefit he has. And we're gonna go with a singular focus. Skills can now be picked up multiple times. Reroll mastery so we can actually get the build we want. And also dash mastery because I'm still lacking that last 1 point to get, you know, a good, I guess a good rune for the end. And yeah, today's idea is going to be to go with the Eviscerate rune. So we're gonna build, no not rune, like the Eviscerate skill. Is it called Eviscerate? No, not the Eviscerate, the Rupture, I guess. The idea being that we will just straight up crit the opponents into oblivion. And I want to see how this is gonna go, you know, I want to see. Because that skill says that you increase the crit chance that the opponents, you increase the chance that an opponent gets critted. And also you increase the damage he takes from crits. So that's the idea here. I'm gonna start with a 10% attack speed, I would say. In general, of course damage is good and all, but if I attack extremely fast and extremely often, I will be able to just, you know, increase that crit damage that opponents take and hopefully send them to the abyss, I guess. So yeah. Now there is a good chance that my sound is different today than most of the other days. I have started using a new PC, I guess, a laptop here, a gaming laptop. As I have moved away. Here we go, Rupture, here we go. This is literally the skill I want. Hit enemies in a long line in front of you, dealing 625 damage and disorienting and stunning them. Stunning is irrelevant, but disorienting is what I care about. Increases chance to receive crit strikes by 50% and crit strike damage by 15%. So all in all, crazy. For 8 seconds. And the cooldown of this itself is like 6 seconds. So you can definitely, get a hit in before the other debuff goes away. And the idea is we're gonna go with 6 of these. Or 5 of these, and damage increase on fragility, whatever it's called, the Rupture, yes. I'm not sure if that 15% more crit chance and damage actually increases. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Look at these guys, they could just slam it. They're like, we're sleeping. And you guys chill. They just dead roll on the ground. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's continue around. Now my base skill like poisons them. Not that it really matters. 15% attack speed, let's go! I saw the 24% crit damage, but still, attack speed is really relevant when you get crit damage per time. Let's reroll here. One of these. Yeah, we got Bloodlust. I'm gonna take Bloodlust. Area on frontal. Very nice. Multicast this. No, not really. I'm not gonna use that. Let's banish Flame Shield. I'm gonna say block here. Yeah, I'm gonna say block here. Whatever. Not that that's a good choice, but still, I'm not gonna throw away reroll. Eviscerates here. Let's reroll these, reroll these, reroll these. One more time. I guess one last time, pretty much forced here. Ah. That was a bit sad. Let's get Blade. Let's get Flurry. Let's get Multicast. And now we just hope that we're gonna find all those Ruptures we want. Of course, we will get them throughout the run itself. But we are a bit unlucky here on our start. It is what it is. We're easily gonna fix this. I mean, it's not like Flurry isn't completely busted or anything. None of these either. I should definitely not have... that was a huge mistake. I guess Chaos Bomb. This is going sideways more way than one. Yep, area has more area. That's completely useless for us. And I think debuffs are also pretty useless for us, so maybe banish the debuffs. Crit chance is also for a banish. Let's take the slow so I can apply more fragility, and then I'm gonna banish the slow too. We're gonna banish the slow now. Of course we're gonna get multicast on the bomb, why wouldn't we? Level up, none of these for sure. Oh man, let's get the Flurry, just because it's a very powerful skill, and we're gonna transition slowly over to the Rupture build, but this is going very, very sideways, very, very quickly. Like, the run is definitely not what we want it to be. So let's just hope for the best. I mean, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them. Eventually, everything is gonna get gained, right? So, eventually. The only downside, the main downside, is that it's gonna now take us a while to actually get buffs. I would just hope that we're gonna get a bunch of things that say frontal skills get XYZ. Not area, frontal. So, yeah, definitely not this. I guess we're gonna go with attack speed, the small one. Not that it's that bad. None of these, to be honest. Let's reroll. Damage on thrust, very nice. This is a thrust, so at long last we got something. 24% crit damage. Crit damage in general is going to be good for us, so that's very important too. Eviscerate. I'm not sure if I should like build into another skill. There are skills that say they do triple damage on crits. Maybe that could be good. I'm gonna say yes to Leviathan, 30% damage. I saw the attack speed, but still, 30% damage is pretty sizable, so I think that's a better choice here. Let's just continue onwards. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bleed. Oh, and our first boss spawns. None of these, to be honest. I don't enjoy these, so let's reroll. Nope, didn't find one. Damage on that, definitely no. Let's go with forced. That, multicast here. Let's see how we fare against bosses. Because this is like a good indication of how good or not we are. which under my assumption we're not really that good right now. I'm gonna go crit damage, I would say, especially because, as I said, we will be stacking crit damage on opponents. Let's just hope. Yeah, it's not going that well against the bosses, that's what I have to say. Whoa, 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 we almost lost a life there. It's actually not to lose a life this early. Now, there is a reason why we, in general, we aren't that strong against bosses, and that reason is because I have just, you know, I have literally every single... Oh, here we go, Rupture. Very nice, very nice. Let's throw away... I would say the Chaos Bomb that's completely random and out of the... like, doesn't even fit in the build. So yeah, I think bosses are pretty tough, because I have every single passive that says that bosses, you know, more bosses spawn, and also they are better. They're more powerful. Let's go damage on one of these Ruptures. So that's the main reason why bosses are so healthy, I guess, in comparison to all the other opponents, right? Like, they get this buff, and then they also get the buff of 5 times that the House of Lords passive I have active on them. Let's go damage. None of these, to be honest. This is the triple damage on crit, by the way. This here. Slow attack strikes targets in their area, does a bunch of damage, and then damage is multiplied 3 times on crits. So I feel like this is the play, but the thing is that this is a swing skill, and this is a frontal thrust. Like, if you go over this, you can see it has 2 same types with this. I could go for one of these. Like, 1 Heroic Strike, 1 Bloodlust, and then everything else is Rupturous. I think that's the play. I think I should go for the triple damage on crits. Especially because that's gonna get multiplied through the roof. Do I want to do that, though? Sifd's changing opinions. Nah, I'm gonna say no. Let's go 50% damage. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not exactly sure what's more important. Let's go with frequency on Bloodlust. Although Bloodlust is gonna become permanent anyway. Let's continue. The only thing I'm thinking about that strike, let's go magnetic, is that if I take it once, then we can easily see at the end of the run if it was a good choice or not. But the thing is that these things here stack this disorient buff more and more and more and more. So that's why I'm mainly thinking about going for only 5 of these. Honestly, I don't enjoy any of these, but I still want to keep my rerolls for when I get a dual point. You know, when I get a... not this, 10% actually, very nice. When I get a point where I get a skill point, you know, a new skill choice alongside the passive. I think that's... I'm trying to min-max the rerolls here. For example, here, if I don't enjoy these, which I don't, I'm gonna roll. Backstab, I don't like that. Frequency on Bloodlust. This will become permanent throughout the run anyway. This is not useful enough for us to care about. And here we go, Rupture. That's exactly why I do it this way. And we're gonna throw away, I would say, Sinister Strike. It's not really a good skill. Like, Flurries are really better than that. So we're just gonna go with bye-bye Flurry Strike, Sinister Strike. And let's continue. And the idea in general is going to be that these Ruptures are gonna have like a 1-second cooldown or something crazy. And then we're gonna just be spamming everything. Area on Thrust against Magnets. You know what? The area is gonna become insane anyway at some point. So let's go with Magnetic so we can just amass levels. That's my my idea here. Multicast on that, definitely no. Let's go with 5% attack speed and everything. That's better than just buffing 1 frequency. As I said, Bloodlust at the end of the day always becomes permanent anyway. Subdue, not really. None of these. Let's reroll. Another Flurry, let's go. And I would say let's take 2 less damage. 2 less damage. Always good against poison, burn, and everything that the opponents leave on the ground. That's what I was trying to say previously. There is a good chance the sound is a bit different than normal. Let's go attack speed over defense. The reason is because I'm using a new laptop. Like, I bought a gaming laptop so I can be on the move. I don't want to, you know, always be stuck in my house. And I also have moved away from my house. So, you know, this is literally the first video on the go, I guess, so to speak. Oh, and a Rupture, very nice. Let's go with a Flurry and let us continue. So let's hope that everything is set up almost identical to what it used to be, so that, you know, I don't know, you guys can comment down below and tell me, like, no, we don't see a difference, or, yeah, the difference is very small, but it's not, you know, it's manageable, or maybe the opposite, you know. Nope, Sifd, everything is trash, we can't listen to you anymore. Let's see, we continue with Fragilities, although I'm not really sure how good Fragilities are with this build. Because it's not a multi-attack build, but at the end of the day, if I can bring the Ruptures down to 1 second, then it will become a multi-attack build, especially if I start getting multicast. And now Bloodlust, let's go, no, I'm kidding, let's reroll. I do enjoy this, but I would say let's reroll these, none of these. And multicast Thrust, you see, that's how we do this. Although there was a 45% life upgrade, not percent, flat amount, 45 flat amount more life. Yeah, Lexi, how are you doing? 10% damage. Oh, Lexi. I think the main issue with this build is that you need to attack the same opponent multiple times so that they have these buffs on them. Now, as always, of course, one of the more important buffs is going to be the good old weakness, magnetic, I would say. so that opponents, you know, start getting the debuffs twice as fast. And of course we will need a bunch of multicast and whatnot. Subdue, honestly, no, let's roll these. Damage on area. Well, area on damage. Let's go. Literally the best thing we could ask for. I mean, no, literally the best thing we could ask for is damage on physical. Like that's by far the best thing. As it's gonna buff the Bloodlust alongside my skills. Right. Magnetic, I would say. Potency on Bloodlust. And we're gonna go Potency on Bloodlust, as that gives us definitely attack speed. Here we go. Boom. Look at this. 15. Oh, I forgot to silence my Steam. I hope Steam things are not shown on the bottom right. Because then you're gonna start seeing my friend list pop off. Yeah, as I said, new PC. Forgot to do some very basic settings on some very basic things. As half of the things were already pre-set. You know, technology, man. Now you just log in with your accounts and everything's just set up. Like your browser set up, your email set up, like everything is set up. Your codes, your passwords, just straight up everything. Let's roll this. I'm gonna go 10% area and everything. That's pretty decent. I have to say, this is my most liked skill, by the way. Like Rupture, visually speaking, I love it. Anything that just flashes quickly and just gives a feeling of destruction, I just always enjoy. I'm gonna say 24% crit damage, as we can definitely easily get the area later in the run. And also I'm thinking about, you know, banishing crit chance. Let's go movement speed, which hasn't even appeared yet once, because this thing also increases crit chance received. And yeah, if these fire off like every second after 4 hits, I mean not 4 hits, but after 6 hits, that's like 6 times 15 is 90, and I already have like a baseline of 40, so that's already guaranteed. Oh, after 4 hits actually. Yeah, after 4 hits it's already 100%, because I have 40%. Let's go with this, as 4 times 15 is 60%. So, and I easily shoot out like 4 times, as I already have 4 of them. Let's go. And the duration of the debuff is 8 seconds, and this has a 3-second cooldown, so everything comes together. None of these, to be honest. I will throw away reroll. Damage on area. I hate you, game. I will take this though, although it only buffs Bloodlust, but it's a 40% damage boost, so from 52 the Bloodlust goes up to 68. So that's as if I just took a 16% frequency modifier, which, I mean, it feels bad that we're buffing Flurry, but still, as I said, at the end of the day, we're actually buffing Bloodlust. So it isn't really that bad. Roll. As I would also take like a 30% potency on Bloodlust. I mean, yeah, exactly, that's the reasoning. Like, why would I be okay with taking a 40% potency on a 30% potency on Bloodlust, and not being okay getting a 40%? This was 40%, right? Yeah, 40%. Roll. And just like that, as luck would have it, we're gonna go with the potency on Bloodlust. So let's just continue. The only thing I really hope is that my laptop's not gonna overheat, because we know that the PC overheated, so laptop can easily follow the same suit. In case you didn't know about my PC overheating, top right corner, hopefully a card's gonna appear about that run that almost fried my PC. Whoa, we found the rig again, no? Duration on Bloodlust, that should make it permanent. Yeah, that's the permanent Bloodlust right there. So that's done, that's it with the Bloodlust. Of course, I will try to continue increasing my attack frequency and whatnot, so the chances that Bloodlust at some point is gonna have like a cooldown of 9 seconds, and what I just now took is gonna be useless. That doesn't matter. What matters is really power, so we can enter endless. I'm gonna say damage. I see the choice for damage, we're gonna go damage, especially when it's crit damage. But the only thing I know is the only thing I don't know is that if this damage on crits is actually multiplicative, like if I first use, you know, base damage, then multiply that with any damage passives I have gained, and then I multiply that with crit damage, and then I multiply that with disorient damage, or is disorient damage just an addition on top of crit damage? That's the thing I don't really know. Because if it's an addition, then I don't think it's really that good. If it's multiplicative, then it's actually really good. Because this says increases critical strike damage taken. So the wording would mean multiplicative. Okay, because it says increases damage taken, and it doesn't say adds crit damage or something like that. Honestly, these are very mediocre. Let's roll into maybe, nope. Still mediocre, nope. Area of effect on lasting, well, that's completely useless. Yeah, we're gonna go with, we could have gotten better, okay, we could have definitely gotten better. And I really started getting tired about finding those passives for the stupid Flurry. So, please, game, allow me to get what we want, which is, like we always say, the last one. Duration useless. I'm gonna give 5% attack speed on everything. And let's just continue striking them. Eliminate the Fallen King. Should I take the crits? I'm starting to think I should take the crit swing. I'm really starting to think I should take the crit swing. Let's avoid everything. Yeah, maybe that's the play, man. The crit swing. When I crit, triple damage. Although the thing is, how much will I buff that thing? I think I'm not gonna buff it enough for it to be worth it. 26 damage taken. Very nice. And also I want this. Really bad passives. I guess we're gonna go 5% expert here. Quite avoid what I can. And let's continue onwards. Let's dash through the laser there. Let's also try to hit those guys. In general, the main issue is that I need to hit the same guys again and again. Because, you know, the more stacks of the disorient they have, the more damage they're gonna take. Is this actually full disorient? Why does disorient increase how much crit damage they take? I guess because it's dazed and then the upgrade is disorient. That would make sense. But still, the wording itself shouldn't be something like exposed or something like that, which is another debuff that makes him take more damage anyway, so exposed already exists. None of these, to be honest. Damage on thrust, that's a definite yes. That's the most yes that ever yes. Let's continue string opponents, and like 400 opponents later we're gonna be fighting the bosses. Now, I think we're gonna be able to get the run within 14 minutes, you know, the classic cutoff point. Although I think it's a 12-minute cutoff point, I'm not exactly sure about where exactly the cutoff point is, but I'm talking about the awesome endless, by the way, and not the boring one. I really would hope to get into the awesome endless. I like how everything's just chilling on the ground stunned. Attack speed on one of those. Let's go to some movement speed, to be honest. Safety is also really important. And the safety I shall import. Yeah, that doesn't make sense as a sentence, but whatever. Let's just continue. Whoa. Opponents are toast. Yeah, we're just waiting here for the bosses to spawn. Although I have to say, it doesn't really feel like we're destroying them, but it does feel like they're chilling on the ground because they're stunned all the time. Let's go poison, just so that we have it, I guess. So we maybe find those passives later that say, you know, poison applies XYZ and XYZ applies, I don't know, Y, F, J. Random numbers. Random letters. Says letters, says... Pulls out letters, says numbers. Sifd over here. What are English words? Why would I use them correctly if I can use them randomly? Anyway, let's spawn the bosses and hope we're gonna get where we want to get. These are very mediocre. Please give me Rupture. No. We found the thing though. Let's take this. I want to see if this thing does something. I want to see if that thing does something. And at the end of the day, that's its purpose anyway. Like critting opponents to death, I guess. So now of course I'm gonna try to stay close so we get rid of these guys as fast as possible, as I really will get frustrated if I'm not able to enter endless mode, and we all know that endless mode is very close to getting cancelled here, so please game allow us to do so. Whoop. I'm even willing to lose a life for endless. My life for endless, as the Protoss would say. Definitely not the thing I think Protoss would say, by the way. Let's continue hitting opponents. We are still okay. I think it's 14 minutes, man. I think the cutoff point for the good endless is 14 minutes. Unless it's 13 minutes, which at that point I would be very much... I should be anxious about it, so to speak. I'm not very much anything. Okay, we got one of them, two of them. And you know what? At the end of the day, this is an easy 13-minute run, so we get into endless, and now the run shall begin. I'm gonna say attack speed, of course. What else? And let's go through this. Come on, Konope, come on. Okay, this was a definite below 13, sub 13 as speedrunners would say. So nice, we get into the true and awesome endless. And you know what they should definitely add in this game? They should definitely add somewhere here a DPS meter, like not only in the end, so that we can understand if a build is good before we get into endless. Right? That's my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like this is even doing anything. The heroic strike. Maybe it does. I mean, on crits it does. Duration again, no. Like on crits, it does almost the same damage, but the eviscerate on non. Oh, eviscerates are all together. Yeah. This isn't even called eviscerate, by the way. Rupture. Like they have synchronized now. Whoops. Now they are synchronized. Can't really do anything about it. Excuse me, but where is crit chance? Like, there is a crit chance passive that I think I haven't seen. Frontal attacks gain damage modifier. That's literally all the ruptures and heroic strike. Very nice. 1400 damage, and on crits triple of that. 1420. So this by definition does 3 times more damage than the ruptures. Like, it doesn't matter what I think. It's guaranteed 3 times the damage. right? Because this is 425, this, yeah, 425, this is 463, so this is literally triple the damage on crits. You cannot say no to that. But the thing is that this thing increases the crit damage of the rest. That's why I'm thinking Rupture is better. Like, yes, Heroic Strike will show at the end that it does more damage, DPS-wise, but if I had a fifth Rupture, it would do more damage without showing anywhere, because it would increase the crit damage opponents take even further, right? Like, that's the idea here. Yeah, look at this. It does, like, who knows how much damage. Level up? Who knows? The end of the game knows. Let's reroll. Damage on one of the Ruptures. Honestly, let's try to find another Rupture. Nope. High weakness, the best buff in the game. Let's go. Easy win, easy win. I mean, it was an easy win anyway, because we're already done this. And let's get attack speed, of course. But now that we can apply weakness, now we apply even more debuffs, even faster. Here it is, Rupture. You know what? I'm gonna play I'm gonna play the game the way I think is better. So now we're gonna play with 5 Ruptures and 1 Bloodlust. Now the idea, of course, is, as I said, to make these Ruptures have a 1-second cooldown, and you know, through Bloodlust and through whatever else we can get attack speed wise. Let's go for agility, and let's see how we deal with the bosses. Yeah, I really enjoy the Rupture build, by the way. I really enjoy the Rupture power here, the dynamic, the fact that it's like the animation of it. The animation is just so awesome, and the whole idea of stacking more and more crit damage on opponents and then just exploding them, I guess. Let's try to fight this guy. Let's try to fight the guy that's very often chasing us down. I definitely need to increase my attack. Whoa, wow, what was that? What was that? I just dashed through a flame and boom, dead. I guess something hit us. Whatever, doesn't matter. Slash, slash, slash. Oof, oof, oof. I love it. Level up. None of these, to be honest. Heroic Strike again. Let's go multicast. You know, I definitely need to increase my multicast by a lot more. Like, I really hope we're gonna find something like physical attacks get multicast. Or, you know, in general, some good passives. 50% damage, 3% crit damage, I would say. Although I'm not exactly sure what of the two would be better. I guess they multiply with each other. But still, I would say that Leviathan is better to gain for damage. Multicast 1 or multicast everything? Let's go with multicast everything. Spread 16% on every one of these. That's like 5 times 60%, or only 40% on one of them. I think just spread. Level up. One of these. Frequency. Honestly, these are not good. Reroll. These are also not good. Reroll. This is good. Expands 20% area on everything. Very nice. Of course, area is also going to be important, especially later. Damage on one of them. Why not? Why not? Level up. Whoa, 20% attack speed. Let's go. One of the best ones we could have gotten. And now Rupture. Let's go. Throw away the Bloodlust for no reason. These are mediocre. Let's go with... oh, there's a crit chance. I'm gonna say let's banish the crit chance, to be honest. Let's banish this. Never to be found again. Crit... it should have taken attack speed. After the banish, my mind was blank. I should have definitely gone for attack speed there. No matter how you slice it or look at it. Attack speed for sure. Crits apply bleed. 10% damage, I'm gonna say. Bleed is really relevant. Like, yeah, okay, crits apply bleed, but still, as I said, really relevant. Level up. None of these. Leviathan 3%, as I said. Leviathan at least provides, you know, a decent amount of damage. Instead of that, flat out 15%. And let's continue assassinating bosses. Level up. I'm gonna say damage on one of them. That sounds good. You know what? The animation looks awesome, but it doesn't feel as powerful as I thought it would be. Being completely honest here, I'm never gonna lie to you guys. Like, yeah, it looks awesome, but it doesn't feel like it's doing something crazy. The buff is there for sure. The combo, I guess. The fact that we overstack crits. But you know what? What? 130 damage? Like, what did that much damage, man? I don't want to lose the run yet. Come on, man. Come on. Let's stay away from everything. We definitely need to increase our max life and armor and whatnot. Although at this point, might as well be too late. Might as well be too late. We can easily get one shot here. Yeah, as I was trying to say, this build definitely needs... Let's go do and place days, whatever. This build definitely needs to get a lot more attack speed. I'm not sure if we're gonna survive. Now that we lost like both lives, I'm a bit afraid we're not gonna be able to actually get this run up and running into madness territory. But we're gonna see. Level up. Honestly, none of these. Honestly, none of these either. Ah, come on, man. Attack speed. Let's avoid. I was also thinking about maybe doing an arcane shield run, like just 6 arcane shields. Not really sure how good that would be. Level up, none of these. I'm gonna say smidge of damage. Although multicast might have been the better choice there. Yeah, multicast most likely was the better choice. Whatever. Continue, level up. Honestly, none of these, but what can I say? Game really wants to throw us some trash today. Where are all the passives? Like, I'm still at level 8 Rupture. Where are all those passives that say every single one of your skills gets... Here we go. Damage on frontal. Thank you. Like, those are the skills we're lacking right now. The damage, the multicast. I think we haven't gotten a single... I think we got one, actually. I think we got one multicast on Rupture. I guess on frontal or whatever it used... you know, it happened to roll. All up. None of these. Mediocre. Here we go. 50% damage. Very nice. Was that potency on Bloodlust? I hope it was frequency. I really hope it was frequency, because that was the wrong choice if that was potency. 10% attack speed. Sifd, you should read better. That's me, man. Sometimes we don't read anything. Let's reroll. Level up. 50% damage. Let's go. The build is shaping up. Look at this. Did you see this? When it shoots out 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something, then it's going well. Level up. 50% area or 8% multicast. I'm gonna go 50% area. Hoping that we're gonna get, you know, multicast through other ways. Can I get a 50% 40? Can I get a... Whoa, we fly. Can we get a 40% multicast on physical attacks or on frontal attacks or pretty much any attacks? Roll these. Attack speed, let's go. By the way, attack speed and potency of Bloodlust is what's going to make my attacks permanent. Like, fly. Like, that's the rate you want to shoot out attacks. The only thing I'm really afraid of is just getting straight up sniped before the run flies off, like, takes off. And you know what? At the end of the day, if we get sniped before the run takes off, yeah, that just goes to show how mediocre the starting of this run is. Let's just destroy opponents, dash through the ice there with double dashes. In general, I should also get used to, you know, dashing a bit more often, as we do have 3 dashes, so there is no reason to just risk moving around without dashing. Let's go with multicast, although maybe block was the choice. I mean, block is not gonna protect us from the one-shot unless it happens to roll, right? Like, block is a chance to block. If I have 30% to block, or 40% to block, or 50 or 60% chance to block, if something is gonna one-shot us and I don't roll the block, it's over. We're gonna get one-shot regardless. Rupture, let's go. Nope. Oh, one more dash. Okay, now we're gonna just never stop dashing, because we know for a fact that at 4 dashes you can just multi-dash all the time. You can just do this all the time. And we also have 50% bigger dashes, which isn't even felt, by the way. Like, what does even 50% more dash range feel like? It doesn't feel like it is a thing. Oh, let's dash away. Also maybe try to stay close to bosses. Here we go. Multicast physical, as if I asked for it. 48%. Easiest ask and you shall receive of my life. Easy. That's how luck is made, guys. You just guess and hope it's gonna happen, and then you're like, oh, I was lucky. Because if you don't ask and it just happens, then you don't even appreciate it. Let's go with 5% attack speed, I would say. I want to just get the attack speed up, man. If I can get my Ruptures to go down to 1 second cooldown, like, it's a successful run for me. I guess I'm putting my own restrictions in. Slash, slash, slash. Slash, 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 slash. Slash, 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 slash. By everything. Nope, that was an almost death right there. Okay, we got some bosses. Oh, wait. We aren't even fast enough at destroying these guys. Damage on one of them. Yeah, might as well. We're not even fast enough on destroying these guys that the next one didn't appear. I guess... No, the opposite. Yeah, because if I was fast enough, it would have appeared in potency of attack speed. I'm gonna say yes, as that's pretty much a bunch of attack speed. Dash down, dash around. Let's go attack some column nets. He has 900 stacks of crit damage taken, man. Like, my smacks do 100k damage. Look at this. He has a million damage on him. Wait for it. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Ah! About 260k damage. And here are the next set of bosses. I'm gonna say 5% attack speed. In general, I should be picking up those 5% attack speeds whenever I find them. They will slowly but surely make my build actually be a thing. And of course, potency on Bloodlust is by far better. Like, it's literally just a better version of gaining attack speed, as it also gives us movement speed. None of these, to be honest. 10% attack speed, very nice. Well, you were slowly building the build-up, slowly but surely. And I'm thinking about actually trying to take, to make one of these skills have a bit of attack speed. Like, if I find Rupture gets attack speed, this isn't called Rupture by the way, Rupture gets attack speed, I should maybe take it so that one of them fires off in a different time. so that there is like, you know, another stun flying off in a different time than the rest. Although that doesn't even matter when these things get down to 1 second. Flop, magnetic I would say, as there wasn't really an attack speed choice. Continue dashing around opponents. It's also maybe not forget dashing all the time, because that's a problem I have. I always forget to just abuse all my defensive passives. Level up. I'm gonna say take 2 less damage, as that might save us from any poison on the ground or any, you know, multi-hit attacks. You know, when an explosion goblin just shoots you off to the sunset, and then until you hit the ground again, you just get hit another a million times. There are some multi-hit attacks in this game. The thing I don't know is why isn't there some kind of damage immunity window? Like, you can easily get hit 5 times and just instantly die in this game. There is like literally no damage immunity window, unless it's like 0.0001 seconds. I see this that I literally requested, but we're gonna still go for area. It's not like we have the biggest area in the universe. You know what we need now, right? Physical attacks get 40% area. You just wait, it's gonna happen. Next big passive is gonna be that. Of course I would prefer damage. But I'm telling you, man, the next big passive is going to be that. Because I requested about it. It's gonna appear. And we lost a bit of life. I think a good idea would be to go up and pick up that healing gem. That is over here. Thank you. Level up. Ah, attack speed, let's go. We're at 2.1 second now. Uh-oh. Dash away. That's why we have the dashes. To use them and abuse them and just not lose them. Just not lose the run in general, actually. Oh. Avoid opponents. So, it feels like 5 opponents are spawning. Yeah, I think it's 5 opponents right now. We're still on the lower end. But I'm pretty sure that at the moment we're gonna get some of these. Here we go, multicast. I mean... busted! Still, the previous Ask and Shell receiver is still working for us, by the way. Look at this. This is almost as if we just got another attack. Yeah, now it's guaranteed 1, 2, 3, 4 almost. By the way, when it shoots out 4 of them or 5 of them, it isn't all of them, right? Like the first attack is always 5 together. Then the sixth, the second sometimes is not all attacks. The third is also, I mean, the second is also all attacks because we have more than 100%. Yeah, we have 120. So the first 2 attacks are 5 of them, but then the third and fourth and fifth have a chance to happen. Level up. So sometimes it's 1. Whoa, 50% attack. Let's go. Now we're down to 2 seconds. 2 seconds. You know, let's shift the goalpost so I can later say that it was successful. If the Rupture goes down to 1.9 seconds, it's successful. Let's hope we're gonna actually get down to 1 second on the Rupture, because I want to see what this looks like when I'm like ta 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 ta. I want to see what it looks like when opponents have, you know, 3000% more crit damage taken, or yeah, or whatnot. And also I would like to get some size on this. Let's get 2 less damage taken, why not? You know, the only thing at this point, the only thing that I really have an issue with is in this game, like literally, there are only 2 things left in this game that I have an issue with. Everything else is literally fixed, made better, or in general improved. And the game, I don't even have that many issues. Like, if anything, I love the game. The only 2 things left in this game that I have issues with, potency on this, are, first of all, the fact that you need to get a very fast time, not a very fast time, but there is a time constraint on how to get to Trendless, which of course we can easily avoid by going and doing the corner strat at the bottom left, like I do in all my runs, or in any corner to be precise. But still, like, it's easily avoidable. The only reason why I have an issue with it is because, you know, it makes all the runs samey in the beginning. That's like the one. And the other issue I have, let's reroll these, is that the boring endless mode gives you more XP, and the awesome endless mode, this one, gives you less XP. Like, it would be nice if we could get a lot of XP in this one too, right? Because it's just bosses after bosses after bosses spawning. I guess we would get a lot of meta progression currency, but does that even matter? Like, if somebody wants to get a lot of meta progression currency, you can just break the game easily, right? You can do the laser beam run, hopefully card's gonna appear at the top right. Or you can do like the trillion billion laser run, or you can do the arcane shield run. There are like so many runs. Let's go Days of Flies Burn. There are so many busted runs in this game that you can easily farm any mode anyway. Like, there isn't really a factual reason of why we shouldn't become as powerful here in the busted mode. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many levels you get. It doesn't matter how busted you get. After you go into Endless 7 or 8, it's over. Like, the old 7 or 8 is nothing. It doesn't hold a candle in front of the new level 7 or level 8 of Endless. Like, right now, level 8 or level 9 especially, opponents have trillions of lives. Like, trillions. I think the maximum I got was on the laser, the trillion laser run. which I think I got to endless 6 or 7. I'm pretty sure it was 6, but maybe it's 7. And the opponents had 100 billion life. Like, you're not doing the damage. It's too much. So I can only imagine 2 or 3 cycles later, it's going to be trillions. And I don't think there is a build right now that does a trillion damage per second. A billion damage per second is easily achievable. Let's go for 50% attack speed. 1.9. Run successful. Lose on purpose now. Like, yeah, as I said, billions is easily achievable with the laser run I did. 2 billion DPS or something is how much I had. But trillions, like trillion DPS, I'm not sure, man. If you guys know something, comment down below and tell me about it. Like, yeah, the most DPS build in this whole game is XYZ. And if, you know, when I read the comment, when I read the comment, you know, the more likes a comment gets, by the way, the higher the chance I'm gonna see it earlier. But still, yeah, if that is a thing, and I'm gonna read it, then we're gonna just do the run. Otherwise, we're gonna just do fun runs, right? I was thinking about maybe doing like a Holy Light, the Holy Light Paladin run tomorrow. Something like that was my idea. It's also not gonna be a good run, by the way. It's just gonna be a fun meme run with some kind of super healing as a build. Something just bit my elbow. What is happening? It's insects. Damage or multicast? Multicast. The more multicast we have, the higher chance to shoot out more of these, and the more of these we shoot out, the more we debuff the opponents with. By the way, look at this guy. 1,000 stacks of Disorient. It should be that they take 1,000%, 1,300% more damage from crits, which all my hits are crits. I don't see it. I don't see the crazy idea that I hoped would happen here happen. But still, the main idea we want to get is the crazy attack speed. And the thing is that the difference between the Rupture having a 1.9 second cooldown and the Rupture having a 1 second cooldown is huge, right? It's literally double the debuffs. Instead of something having 1,000 debuffs, they would have had 2,000 debuffs. So they take double the damage. Multicast 12%, 10% damage. Let's go multicast, I would say. The more we cast, the more we damage opponents. So that's pretty much part of the deal here. We are very close to the slashes just never stopping. That's what I want to achieve, by the way. Like, if I can get the slashes to never stop, I'm not sure if it happens at 1.5 seconds. I'm not sure if it happens at 1.6, 7. I just want the slashes to be like toof, 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 toof. Just never stop. Like all the time, every second, all the time. Slash, 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 slash. But if it's not a slash, it is actually a thrust. Haha, damage on frontal. Let's go. Because it's actually a thrust skill, by the way. Thrust. And this is the last set of boss, by the way. Nope, it's not. It is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because 21 out of 25 bosses. Oh, we got to the last ones already. Nice. We are pretty good. Oh, avoid. Man, the only thing I'm really anxious about is the recording software crashing, or the recording software actually something happening to it, or, you know, anything that has to do with the recording software is really anxiety-inducing. Because I really don't want to lose, you know, the video with this new setup we got going. Because I don't have the double screen anymore, because I'm using that multicast on one of them, 12% on all of them. I'm gonna say 12% on all of them, as theoretically speaking, 5 times 12 is 60 anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go spread them. Spread them, boys. By the way, how unlucky could we be that we got both of them? Hashtag please include please add a lockdown button, please. Like, so many builds are gonna become a smidge better just by the lockdown button existing. Especially when you find something like 40% more damage on everything, like 50% more damage on everything, or a weakness debuff. And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna obviously take the weakness debuff. Uh-oh. What is this? Something appeared on my screen here. ABC. I don't know. Something appeared on the laptop. You know what I really need to do? Yeah, I need to disable my mouse tracking here. I definitely pressed something from the mouse tracking. Anyway, let's continue. Also, I'm not sure how audible me pressing buttons is. Oh, it was the shift key. Okay, I found out what I pressed. While it was loading. Oh, why am I going to the corner? There is no reason to do corner strat. Let's just stay in the middle. Level up. None of these. I could go for another bloodlust. Let's go area. I also haven't found area on these, right? 90% area. Yeah, I need like a 50% area on physical, please. Can I please get that? And a 48% multicast on physical. That would also be really nice. If the game would like to provide something like that, I would really enjoy it. And yeah. Let's just go on. Maybe I should buy something like a little tablet screen or something that could do as a second screen. Is that a thing? Is that a thing, by the way? Like, what could I take on the go that would work as a secondary screen? So that I can see the recording software just record. Or you know what I could do? I could do a dual setup, right? I could have another laptop doing only the recordings, and then this laptop only playing games. I think that's a play, right? I don't know how to do the connection, of course. But I could buy like a small little laptop for, I don't know, 500, 300 bucks or something. Just for recordings only. And then this laptop that I'm actually using for gaming. Let's go with crit supply bleed. I mean, attack speed on one of the ruptures, whatever. Could also go for the block, actually. Yeah, like, I don't think this bleed damage is gonna even stack up to a sizable amount. Dashing through the flames because YOLO. Honestly, none of these. Roll. Let's go 10% area. That's good. I should also start using the rerolls whenever I can. Because let's not die with rerolls. Let's actually just not lose with rerolls in our pockets. Level up. Multicast thrust. Told you. Found it. Very nice. But I wanted the 50%. 48, I guess, is the maximum, I would assume. Yeah, I can use this wall to protect myself. Nice. Toof, 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 toof. We're so close to infinity, man. We're so close to just permanent attack speed. I just want to see this all the time fly off. 16% multicast. I'm gonna say yes to this. That's pretty sizable. Of course, it's not 24%, but 16 is also decent. Level up. None of these. I guess 5% attack speed, but let's find something better. Leviathan 30% damage. That's always good, especially with 4 dashes, where you don't care how much you move or not. Can I get a 10% attack speed boost? Can I get a potency on Bloodlust? That would be the best, actually. Just 45% potency, like a purple potency or a rare potency on Bloodlust. That would be lovely. Level up. None of these, to be honest. Here we go. Now shift. Now we have 5 dashes. Not only do we have 5 dashes, but I can guarantee you we're gonna lose by not dashing or something like that. Now I can dash so often. Like, look how fast I can dash and still have no issue. Permanent dash and still no issue. None of these. Magnetic for even more levels. Sifd is singing random songs. And he's having fun. And let's see. 1000 stacks. 1800 stacks. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue with the madness. 1800 stacks. Attack speed, damage. Let's reroll these, to be honest. Roll. Let's go 8. I try to just get whatever is uncommon. Okay, as long as the upgrade is... Oh, here we go. 6% attack speed. Fragility, place, bleed. Who cares? Who cares? Let's go multicast it. By the way, I'm shooting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's mostly 4. Or sometimes 3. Most of the time it's 4. Let's roll. 50% damage. We're gonna go with that. Bye-bye. That's another set of bosses down. Off to the next ones. Hey, look, it's elites. I really enjoy that everything's just chilling on the ground. Everything's like, we're stunned. Oh, chill on the ground and toasted. Only bosses don't care. I'm gonna reroll these. Roll. Here we go. You see? I somehow bring the better things towards me. Slash, slash, slash. Slash, 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 slash. This is what I enjoy. Oh! Area or multicast? Or XP gain. Please give me a lock button. Lock button, man. This is the most lock button ever lock buttoned. I'm gonna go multicast, as that's damage pretty much. Yeah, area is good and all, but I mean, multicast is the way to go. Wait. Oh, the other was area, yeah, okay. For some reason my mind was stuck and it was like, wait a minute, was the other thing damage and it was affecting Bloodlust? But no, it was just area, so even if it affects Bloodlust, it's irrelevant to us. Let's not forget to dash all the time. Like all the time. Because we're gonna get just sniped at some point for sure. And I think dash makes you damage immune. So, level up. Expansive, very nice. Not that it's crazy good, 10%. There was a 40% previously. Here we go, area on frontal. Let's go, now I found it. 40% or whatever it was. And there was also 20% area again there. For everything, but of course that doesn't matter when we have a better version. Everything is chilling on the ground. Elites once again, not really affected. By the way, that although we're still doing almost 3 to 4 attacks, like as if the multicast didn't change anything, in reality it did change some things. Like, it makes it so that, you know, as I said, it's not visible if from all of the 5 ruptures we have hypothermia. Yes, low at multicast 6%, and we're gonna still go with hypothermia. Maybe I should have gone with the... I don't know, man, I don't know. Maybe I should have gone with that one. Let's reroll these. 1% area, that's a yes. Like, yeah. You might see that I'm shooting out 4 of these all the time, every single time. That's not the case, you know? Sometimes it's only one of these 5 that goes through for the 5th strike. Because I don't have like 800% multicast, I have, you know, 180, which is just 2 multicasts guaranteed and then 1 random one. Actually, with 100%, yeah, I think you need something like 180% to... Wait, at 200, what's 40% of 280? Yeah, at 200% multicast, let's go with speed. At 200% multicast, you still only have an 80% chance per skill to multicast twice, right? And we're not even at 200. Although with my multicast here, 132, yeah, we're definitely at 200 plus. Let's go crit damage, I would say. I mean, look at this. We're actually doing damage now. Let's see how much damage we can do to Coloneth here. So he has 2 million life. Boom, 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 boom. 19 million life. 18 million life. Yeah, seems like we're doing a million per smack. 17, 16. Up 15. And then some poison stings. Multicast everything to 100%. That's very nice. Especially if I can bring my overall multicast to 400 or 500%. Then it's almost guaranteed that all of my attacks multicast like 3 times. I'm not exactly sure where the cutoff points is. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna come down below and say the cutoff points. Oh no, we died. Well, it is what it is. I run into a flame while alongside a slash. And that is the one. It happened. You know, while I was talking about multicast, we unlocked bombs and a shadow step. Create a dark portal in front of you, another few meters away, and then you blink through and barrage opponents. Oh. Would this be crazy as a 6 times? If you take this 5 times, do you like blink all over the map? I would like to see this. And skill inclination bombs. I have never done a bomb build, by the way, with this guy. Let's see our DPS. Our DPS was 600,000. That's pretty decent-ish. Like, if we compare it to yesterday's run, I think it's better. I think yesterday's run was like 150k DPS. 150,000. Or was it in the millions? And this is a fail. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Like, animation-wise, it was awesome. We did like a billion damage. 1 billion damage, like on the dot. It's as if the game was like, okay, you did a billion damage, time to die. So, yeah, that was pretty much the run. Very enjoyable, very chill in my opinion. And, yeah, I think that's going to be it. Let me also showcase the Patreons, as always. So, as always, thanks for all the Patreon membership supporters. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, as I said, tomorrow maybe ideas. Maybe somebody's gonna say below what the 100% chance to multicast X times is. Like, multicast once, 100% at the 100% multicast. Guaranteed multicast twice at 220 or something. Guaranteed multicast 3 times at 400 something. Then guaranteed 4 times at 600. Like, there are some numbers there. So if somebody does that and gets like a bunch of likes, I'm gonna just straight up pin him. Or if I read it before he even got the likes, I'm gonna pin anyway. So, somebody who knows the math, though. Anyway, yeah, that's it pretty much. As I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, once again, thanks for watching. And see, oh, by the way, don't forget to mention about the recording. Like, if it's worse, better, if there are glitches or whatnot. Like, in general, you know, any opinions on people that have been part of this channel for a long while and have, like, some statement. And if you're not part of this channel for a long time, you can also express your opinion at the end anyway. Like, oh, Sifd, I don't like your voice because XYZ. Or I love your voice because it's making me sleepy. Anyway, as I said this time, once again, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.